Hi guys, it's Yvette with Body Sculpting and Beauty. Hope you guys are doing okay. I just wanted to talk to you guys today about startup costs and when I first got started with my body sculpting business back in 2015. Now I started with the bare minimum because I really didn't know what I was doing or what I would need. I did not know, so I kind of figured it out along the way. So when I first got started, the only thing I had in first of all, I rented a salon suite. So it's like so if you're not familiar with a salon suite, it's like these little huge commercial spaces and there's individual suites inside of the commercial space, and then you pay your rent to the owner of the commercial space on a weekly basis. So I decided to go with that. It's usually like a small room, and it was ideal for me because I didn't need a lot of space, and I was only offering the one service at that time, which was ultrasound cavitation. So it was perfect for me. So I decided to go with that. So you get your deposit for your salon suite because you will need to pay that, and then of course calculate your weekly rent and what that will be also, in addition to your equipment costs. So this is equipment that I use today for ultrasound cavitation, which costs around average between $400 and $500. Now when I first got started, the first piece of equipment that I used was this piece here. So this white equipment, which I got from a company out in California. So it was more like a name brand kind of thing, and I thought it would just be it would work better because I really didn't know any better. So I don't even think the company's in business anymore, but that was $10,000 and I had to finance it when I first got started. So that was my first piece of equipment, but I was able to buy a second unit from them also in cash 6 months later when I opened up my second office. Then I learned quickly that I kept having issues with the equipment because it wasn't efficient in a way where the gel would not seep down into the handle and it would just fry it. So that would happen to me maybe every 2-3 months, and then I would have to pay like an additional $1,200 every time the handle will go out, and then I would have to ship it out, then I would pay the cost for shipping also, wait for them to ship me a new one. So it just became very, very costly. And then in the meantime, while that was getting fixed, I would always have a backup unit, which was like a smaller unit like this anyway. But of course, back then I thought it wouldn't work properly because it didn't cost as much as this one down here. But hey, little did I know it works just as fine and it works just as good. So in the meantime, I started using this particular unit right here. Well, not this one, but a unit similar to this one, and it worked just fine. So then eventually I realized I'm just wasting my time. They're just milking me for money. So I decided to just permanently use this type of equipment here, which is now like my primary equipment that I use. And usually this equipment comes from China, or you can buy it from some places in the States may have it also where I'm not sure if they manufacture it here or not, but mainly you can buy them online, and usually they come from China, but they're very effective and they work just as fine. So this would be another startup cost, which will be around between $400 and $500 usually. And another thing that I use are just some disposable paper towels. Now some people would prefer just towels and to just wash them, and if that's your thing, okay. But for me, I don't want to be dragging dirty laundry here and everything like that. So for me, I just buy disposable paper towels, disposable pillowcase covers, disposable table covers for your massage table. So those are like the basics, and then also ultrasound gel, and usually you can find this online. 5-liter jugs is perfect. So ultrasound cavitation gel, your equipment, a cart in order to have your equipment sit on while you're working, and then also like a piece of equipment, like a piece of furniture, like a chair for people to sit down on once they come in for their consultation. You guys are conversing, talking about medical things and stuff like that. And then also your salon suite. Now I chose a salon suite because I thought it's just really easy, especially when you're just starting out. Now 6 months later, I did open up a place in a different city, and I was able to get like almost like little storefront, set up like a doctor's office really, but it had like a lobby and chairs, and like six rooms, a little kitchenette, and then also like a bathroom. So it was a lot bigger than the suite, of course, but the cost was almost the same, to be honest, because they're in two totally different places. So it's a little different as far as demographics and stuff. But in addition, in the other city where I opened up the bigger space, I also had to buy more furniture to fill it out. I had a light bill every month, in addition to like a Wi-Fi bill, a landline. So those are some additional costs that I did incur with the second office. As far as this suite, I only pay a flat rent, every week. So they just draft it out of my account on a weekly basis. And to be honest, even though this is a small suite, small room, the rent for this small room was almost the exact, it's just a little less than a full location that I had in a different city. So it kind of gives you an idea about the demographics and stuff like that. But again, I started with the bare minimum. It was very easy, and it ended up being very profitable for me because I had a low overhead. So I started to make really good money. So it was really good for me to just start with the minimum, and then as you find your way, you can add on additional services, and then you'll need, of course, additional equipment and products and for that. So that is my take on the cost to start up your own body sculpting business.